All right, our main man, Rob Dawson, he's reporting that Manchester United are pushing again for Jadon Sancho this summer. Your thoughts on this? I'm assuming you're not going to tell me that, oh, he's a bad signing, right?
No, of course not. He would be perfect for them, as you know, even if Daniel James has done okay.
Oh,
You and I and the
Daniel
listeners.
James.
Let me finish.
Wash your mouth out if you mention Daniel James in the same sentence as Jadon freaking Sancho.
Have I? I haven't. I was about to say that he's done okay for his first season there, but he needs something better. And our listeners know what we think of Daniel James together. And Jadon Sancho would be perfect on that right-hand side with Martial, for example, in the center, and Marcus Rashford on the left-hand side. It looks like United are quite confident they would get him. They're even keeping the number 7 free, the one that belonged to Alexis Sanchez, or maybe other bigger names before him, ready for Sancho when he moves over. Let's not forget Sancho, a former Man City player, so he would go to the enemy across the city if he made a move to United.
Although Jadon Sancho's a London boy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
And I don't know, if he comes back after living in the freaking rural region, is he really going to want to go up to Manchester, or would he not just want to come home to London?
Maybe, but maybe he believes that the project at United is a better one than if Chelsea offers something, or I don't know, whoever else. But he will cost over 100 million. We know that, probably maybe around 120 million euros for him. But at his age and with the season that he's having right now, it'll be a hell of a signing for anyone, and good on United if they can get him. But let's not forget, they really thought they could get Haaland in January, and they got Ighalo. So
now, AS today reporting that Zinedine Zidane has apparently indicated that this is the last chance to sign Paul Pogba. It's now or never, basically. I'm assuming that Zizou doesn't mean like now as in now, since the transfer window is open and Pogba's not going anywhere. I'm assuming he means this next transfer window, if we have a transfer window. Are you on board with that? Does this make sense? Is this not so much the signing of him, but there is a certain urgency there because Pogba is actually not getting any younger, right?
No, you're right. And actually next month he will turn 27 at the end of March, so he's not getting any younger. If we go back a bit to the start of the story, it's Pogba's dream to play for Real Madrid, and especially to play under Zidane at Real Madrid. Zinedine Zidane, when he came back to the club last year for his second spell, on his transfer wish list, if you want, Paul Pogba was top of the list with Eden Hazard. It could not happen for different reasons. But I think that Real Madrid will go back to a certain extent for Pogba. Whether they can find an agreement with Manchester United, that's a different story. But I think Pogba still really wants to go to Madrid and really wants to play for Zidane there. But where Zidane is right, if he actually really said that, is that if it doesn't happen this summer, I think you're struggling to see if it can happen at Real Madrid, because I think they will go for Kylian Mbappe the following summer. They might even go for Erling Haaland in January 2021. So I don't think there will be much money left for Pogba, or even much desire to go for another Galactico for Pogba. So this summer, whenever that transfer window opens or whenever it happens, I think this is the window for Pogba to go to Real Madrid. We reported on ESPN that United really believe no clubs can afford him. I think Real Madrid can still definitely afford him if he's the main priority for the summer.
I missed that story. We report United think no club can afford Paul Pogba.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit strange.
Who comes up with this? Like, I mean,
unless they ask for 200 million, if they
well,
ask
yeah,
for
of course,
then
of course, nobody can. But it is an interesting one because, I mean, he had that brief moment when he came back, but Pogba hasn't played with any regularity, right, since September. So right now we have no idea what Paul Pogba can do, and that means I think teams aren't going to push out the boat for him. You know, I'm going to take a gamble. In the original, I think Mino plan, Pogba was going to come back, play at Euro 2020 for France. France were, in my vision, lose in the semifinals.
Sorry. There's a bug. I didn't hear this. I mean, France would win the final on July the 12th.
Okay, yeah. All right. But Pogba was going to start, right? Pogba was going to show in the Euros what he could do. Deschamps was going to hand him the keys to the team in midfield. And then all of a sudden you've got a market, and then you can sell him for a good amount of money if you're United, and everybody's happy, right? And then Real Madrid get excited. Now we're kind of in this weird situation where if you're United or you're Real Madrid, how do you correctly price Pogba? Like, how do you know what a good real price is? Because from United's perspective, obviously you've added Bruno Fernandes, who, very broad. I mean, I'm sure Bruno Fernandes and Pogba can play together, but very broadly, they do play very similar positions, have comparable skill sets in some way. And you also don't know what's going to happen going forward. You're going to have to start worrying about extending him as well, whether you want to extend him or not. It's a really, really difficult one to sort out for our buddy Ed Woodward. Equally, from Real Madrid's perspective, I get what Zidane is saying age-wise, because I'm not saying that Real Madrid are an old team, but you don't want to have, we made this point about Liverpool in the past, you don't want to have too many guys all getting sort of roughly the same age, all kind of getting old together. And if you look at players, and I might get some of these wrong, I'm going from memory, I don't have the list in front of me, but if you look at players who are going to be sort of 28, 29 or above at Real Madrid, you've got Sergio Ramos, you've got Dani Carvajal's got to be on his way there if he's not there already. Yeah. You've got Casemiro, you've got Toni Kroos.
Varane as well. Varane is the same generation as Pogba, 93.
Oh my God, don't say that about Varane. I thought Varane was going to live to get forever. All right. No, you got Eden Hazard, 28, Gareth Bale, Benzema. You've got this core of players, a lot of whom are on big money. They become more difficult to shift unless you conjure up that Pogba for Gareth Bale swap that would have us all excited.
It's never going to happen.
Are you sure? What if it is Pogba for Gareth Bale? Bale on the left, Sancho on the right, Rashford through the middle, Martial off the bench. No? That doesn't get you excited? Yeah. Bruno Fernandes setting them all up?
I don't think that's the direction that United want to go to, signing players like Gareth Bale on 16 million a year.
No. But anyway, I guess put it this way, there's no right answer to it. We don't know when the window's going to read. But I just find it so interesting. How do you actually go and price this up?
You're right. That's a really good point.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.